Shout out to Glitch. Glitch just watched your video about Steel Worldwide. It's excellent. And then Raj, I watched your video. How you doing? Thanks for having me for coffee. First, before we get started, let me show you around my house, shall we? Seen that fantastic shelter? The dog's getting quite used to having a rug with his view. It's the shower. And actually, this whole thing's the toilet. There's the library. Now here, you'll notice here, Glitch, that my refrigerator has a hole in it. That was put there by a factory. That's how holes get in chili bins. You don't just puncture your refrigerator. Let's see what do we got in the fridge. I'm gonna have some of these sausages, hot sausages with chili later. They were out of 40s. So I drank a few 40s while I've been out here this week. I'll show you. I was having like 2 a day, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What? I don't know what happened. I pulled out that ice cold 40 and I was drinking it, and I finished it, and then you know, I let it settle a little bit. Did a little hiking around, a little inebriated hike with Aquila, and I'm like, oh, that second 40 is gonna taste so good. And I went back and there was no second 40. Here's the thing, actually, I don't believe it. Sometimes people run around and steal beer out of other people's coolers. I don't think that happened here, but it's a possibility. There might be like a total drunken Sasquatch just careening about the forest right now. I actually have some interesting footage that I'll show you later. Alright, so I'm gonna have a little 16er of Mickey's. Actually, I might move this over here. I'll sit on my cooler. I was told not to sit on coolers. I didn't listen. Delicious. Though actually, Glitch, the hole in your refrigerator reminds me how some insects and arachnids, actually sea creatures. Oh my gosh, maybe. Are there any mammals that do it? Kind of. A lot of creatures don't have internal stomachs. And so what they do is, like for instance, a spider might get a white cocoon. Like imagine a white object shaped like a refrigerator, and a spider would put what it wants to eat inside it or drink, because it's going to drink it, and let it decompose, and then it would puncture the outside of that refrigerator shaped like cocoon and suck out the nutrients. Yeah, it's like if nature didn't give you a stomach, well, that's how you do it. Because I was thinking starfish do the same thing. Well, no, starfish do something similar. They eject their stomach. Flies eject their stomach acids onto something and let it digest, and then zip that right back up. Yeah. Well, why are you talking about that? Other than the fact that I'm in nature and I'm just like, mindset's all natural. But it's reptilians. Reptilians, of course, cold-blooded. If you got a whole lot of cold liquid, cold delicious malt liquor, for instance, if a reptilian tried to drink 40 ounce of it, their core temperature would drop to a dangerous level. So they really couldn't do it. They could fake doing it. They could drink a warm 40. There's a chance that we might catch on to that. I mean, you might see a little moisture condensation. My fingers, moving across the moisture. You'd notice that on a high definition camera. Reptilians are pretty crafty. I mean, they didn't take over the world because they were stupid. So let's say, like for instance, if B. Meyer was a reptilian, you could watch some of her malt liquor videos where there's time delay and whatnot. So she's either, if she was a reptilian, she's probably stepping off camera and wrapping like a hot blanket, like one of those electric blankets around her middle, bringing her core temperature back up, and then coming back to finish the 40. So just to lay any kind of thoughts or concerns or suspicions to rest. Yeah, that was about it. I guess we'll just drink this cold Mickey's. Let's do a nature spin. Let's do out. Yeah, I tell you, I've been coming here for years, and I just sit here and I stare at this, and I just don't get tired of it. Something else. It's absolutely something else. Actually, what I'm thinking now is that reptilians probably have, just like vampires, they probably have servants. And I'm just going to go ahead and hazard that they might be called insectoids. Stomachless creatures. Well, they probably have some sort of rudimentary stomach. But probably they just drink vats of kind of dark, bubbling goo, if I had to guess. Different things. Decomposing in big plastic buckets, and they suck up their energy, and then they go out and do the reptilian's bidding, which I suspect involves a lot of trying to lower the minimum wage. And creating sinkholes. Man, sinkholes have been on the rise. I suspect Steel Worldwide's and Black Metal Troy's drive to promote a resistance, a reptilian resistance, has sparked off some warning sinkholes. Because right now, they're just like made by gophers near where farmers irrigate their fields. So, like, I guess a small little animal in a sprinkler made a sinkhole in the Midwest recently. It was a warning shot to the heartland. All right. It's not as they didn't have bottles either. They didn't have the small bottles. Though I don't know why I'm complaining. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and I could drive down to your Last Chance saloon and get a delicious coffee, Wi-Fi, and there's a possibility of a 40 of Mickey's. So it's pretty dope. All right, peace out.